Does the defense have a case here? Let's bring in criminal defense attorney Brian Claypool. All right, Brian, so now we know one of the prosecutor's daughters, 18 years old, was at the shooting where Charlie Kirk was murdered. Does that mean that the prosecutor's office cannot handle this case?
Hey, John, nice to see you again.
You too.
I've got one word just to describe what Tyler Robinson's lawyers are doing. It's called desperation. I mean, in order to prove a conflict of interest, the rule that applies is 1.7 in Utah. You have to show what's called, John, an actual conflict of interest. Not a maybe, not a possibility, but actual. What does that mean? I'll give you a couple examples. That's where a prosecutor previously represented, for example, Tyler Robinson in a criminal case or a civil case. Another example might be what you saw happen, remember, with Fani Willis in Atlanta, where one of the prosecutors has a financial stake in the outcome of this proceeding. Those are a couple of examples. But what the defense attorneys are calling this, John, is an emotional conflict of interest. I haven't seen that in any body of law in my entire career. So this attempt to throw out the entire prosecution team is dead on arrival. One other point I want to make: you can't impute. Let's say the judge found that the prosecutor whose daughter witnessed the shooting, he is conflicted. Well, you can't impute that to the entire prosecution team in Utah County. There's a lot of other prosecutors who have no bias in this case or conflict. So this is never going to fly. And I think what they're doing, John, is they're trying to get, like Josh Ritter said, they're cherry picking too. They want to try to get this prosecution team off so they can get a state attorney general or what's called a special prosecutor appointed who will not seek the death penalty.
And what about what he said about this being perhaps grounds for an appeal? They're laying the groundwork for an appeal because, well, I assume they feel that they don't have much of a defense case.
Yeah, exactly, John. I think that is the case. But look, any good lawyer's going to do that. That's why yesterday they threw the kitchen sink out, right? They're like, oh, we've got to have the state attorney general represent the Utah County Prosecutor's Office. There's no case law in Utah to support that proposition. But that's just one other nail in the wood that they're trying to carve in to try to help with an appeal. That's why, for example, John, they don't want cameras in the courtroom. Oh, that's going to prejudice Tyler Robinson. They're going to appeal that because I think this judge is going to allow cameras. And speaking of that real quick, too, I find it kind of offensive that, that the lawyers for Tyler Robinson, oh, we don't want cameras in the courtroom. It's prejudice. Whereas Erica Kirk and her kids had to witness in live in time, and the whole world has seen what Tyler Robinson, allegedly did to Charlie Kirk.
One of the interesting things that's transpired in recent days in this case is that the suspect's roommate was under FBI protection, had a team of FBI agents trailing him 24/7, apparently. That has now been pulled. The FBI is no longer protecting Lance Twiggs. What does that tell you? Any reason for that?
Yeah, that's a great question, John. I think that signals that that the prosecution is going to call Twiggs, that's the roommate and the alleged partner of Tyler Robinson, as a witness. Why am I saying that? Because if this case is going to trial, John, and I'm the prosecutor, I don't want the defense lawyers, for example, getting up and cross-examining detectives, secret security, and saying, hey, you've been providing protection for months to Twiggs. What's that about? Are you trying to hearken positive testimony from Twiggs in return for protecting Twiggs? So it gives the optics that the prosecutors are allegedly in bed with Twiggs to get good testimony. I think it's a better idea to distance themselves from Twiggs. He can find his own security if he's in risk, but I actually think it's a prudent move to remove that security.
All right, but in short, you don't think that Tyler Robinson's attorneys are going to win this argument that the prosecution team needs to be thrown out?
Not a chance at all, John. This is going to be rejected for sure.
All right, we'll see what happens. Criminal defense attorney Brian Claypool. Brian, thanks.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.